They say time heals old wounds. Well, after interviewing a few of my childhood friends, I realized that after 35 years, their raw emotion of losing a close teenage friend was clearly fresh and visible while removing a Band-Aid after so long. It was our first time realizing how real death is. This docuseries expounds on how life changed for a few coming-of-age teenagers in a New Orleans neighborhood. They speak on how a young man's murder changed the whole trajectory of their lives, how it went from playing ball in the schoolyard every day to carrying guns and hustling. This is Hustle Till I Die, the docuseries Part 1, as told by me, your boy, author Brian 223 Bagneris. Now let's get into it.
Our Father, who art in heaven,
no longer in flesh,
thy kingdom come,
all souls
thy will be done
in heaven.
on earth, as
Gotta
it
be a
is in
resting
heaven.
spot for my homies.
Give us this day
This y'all.
our daily
Know what?
bread. Forgive us our debts.
See y'all when I get
Forgive
there.
our debtors.
Till
Lead
then,
us not into
be holding it
temptation,
down.
but deliver us from all
my
sins.
thing, you heard me?
Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory,
Yes, y'all did.
forever and ever.
Give it to all the souls, all the strong, all the faith.
Mr. Joe
Gotta
Bagneris.
hold on. See y'all when I get
1989, an unfortunate thing happened. A young man sideswiped by a car. Two brothers get into a fight. One person's life ends tragically. This is the beginning of the story, Hustle Till I Die by Brian Bagneris. A memoir that tells the story of how a boy became a man. How somebody on these same streets went from just an innocent neighborhood kid to a rock boy getting money. Somebody who life changed as he became a family man. Maybe still had a foot in the street and a foot in the family, but decided that his life would change. Decided that he would love and not hate. He would build and not destroy. That his life could change and transform, showing that anybody can change. Got to change your mind to change your grind. A hustle mentality. You can bring that anywhere and be successful in it. Hustle to be a better man for your family. Hustle to be a good husband. Put that grind in so you can shine for your kids. That's what this book is about. Taking those same things that was done for bad and make them good. So please, get this book. Be part of a movement of black men moving forward. Of black men being more positive. Of knowing that you could be perfectly imperfect. Knowing that it's not about becoming a saint, it's just about becoming a better version of yourself. And this is what Hustle Till I Die by Brian Bagneris is about.
Miserable thoughts got me distraught. A 22 shell cut the main artery to my best friend's heart. Never thought the sight of blood would be so red and thick. Age 15 had a life. Why'd it have to end like this? So much more to see, so much more to do. All the trouble we got into, just me and you, running from the laws at Beauregard at the dance. Look, maybe things would change if you had another chance. Big brother Bernard taught us how to be hard. You like to knuckle up fools to show them who was in charge. It's a timid ass lifestyle. A ghetto child turned down by the streets, packing heat, heartless and wild. And now I'm here without you, with faith to go on. I put you in my heart also, put you up in my song. Got grazed by the bullet that hit you, cause I was with you, but never forget you, nigga, I miss you. Guess I see you.
Like, man, nigga took my dude's life over a fist fight.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So guess what? Ain't no being so. We can't do this, you know what I'm saying? Cause if you gonna take my life over a fist fight, I better earn that. You understand? Cause that means the world was changing. Cause we used to fight and it was just a fight. So now when you whoop a nigga, right? You got to whoop him and kill him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
for real. You know what I'm saying? It changed the whole game. You can't just whoop him and let him go. You got to whoop him and kill him. And that changed the whole dynamic of how we started maneuvering, because we talking about early 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
You say how it affected the neighborhood?
Yeah.
I can tell you how it affected me. I mean, first of all, that was my first funeral from somebody that I knew as a kid, having to go through that pain. You know what I'm saying? I never seen a funeral from somebody like I'm growing up with, going to school with, this, that, and the other. So it was
older folks or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I done seen older people, but I mean, somebody who I went
happened
to
to old
elementary
people.
school, look, hung in the neighborhood with, played ball with in the school. That was my first one. You know what I'm saying? So it was deep, man. You know what I'm saying? It affected us a lot. You know, because you got to think about it. Our neighborhood was family orientated. We break dance back here. We throw DJs. We had block parties. You know what I'm saying? And when in Benjamin School, you got to get a shot of that because guess what?
yeah.
That's where we played on the blacktop.
Blacktop.
You know what I'm saying? The big timers used to come watch us. If he catch that touchdown, I'm gonna give him $20. You know what I'm saying?
Who was our coach out there?
It was Pip and Kirk Davenport.
That's the
what I'm
quarterback
telling
right
you.
there.
He played for the Gray Wire. We was this side against that side.
I had y'all different age group. It was from 10 up to 14. 10 to 14. I didn't go under 10. And if you're too small at 10, you couldn't play on the team. So basically, it's like 11 to 14 age group for that doing that football thing. Anything I could do to keep them off the street.
Keep you out of trouble.
That's what I did. I drew up a agreement for all the parents to sign.
Consent form.
Yeah, consent forms. So if anything happened and all this other stuff, I wouldn't be liable. Once I got the consent form signed and returned to me, I kept it in the folder. And the next thing, I made the plays, offense and defensive plays, and gave it to. And it was a book. It was their first ever book to read to understand if they wanted to play ball, plays. The guy came across the tracks, across the airline, where the church at. Saw the kids playing. He said, "Well, I got this flag football team, and we played the championship." I said, "Okay." He said, "I wondered, can you get these kids together to play a championship game? I have the trophies and all that stuff for them. If you can do that." I said, "Yeah, I sure have no problem doing that." I said, "What time you want?" He said, "About 2 weeks." 2 weeks? I said, "I can have them ready for you in 2 weeks." Because see, I already knew I could because I already had the flags. But like I said, I already had my flag football team and all that stuff. I had jerseys because I had the jerseys because I had my own flag football team. Right? So that was no problem for me. Brian was on the team. Brian was like, he played offense and defense, right? And I coached each one of them to play both sides, but I had my offensive stars, I had my defensive star. Brian was his defensive star as a safety and cornerback. He was my shutdown corner. You know, and I had Davenport, the quarterback. That's right.
Yep.
Well, he wound up winning the MVP of the game because he was just that good.
We down. You know what I'm saying? Man, give me the ball. I'm gonna throw it to you. Get back. I pitch one out there. He take out. Now I'm telling you, it's about 5 yards in front of him.
You talking about
He come up underneath that motherfucker. Ryan come up underneath that, caught that bitch. That was the first touchdown. Stewart intercept the ball for the second. We down 21 now.
21 now.
You know what I'm saying? So we up. It's 14-21 now. He going in. I throw him another one. Touchdown. We tied.
Touchdown.
Here go the last one. Watch this. Now it's about to be over. Last play, he catch the ball. So they give me the MVP, right? Quarterback. Me and him had talked before the game because I had won it on the last one. So I said,
Real shit.
he said, "Bro, I need that MVP." You heard me?
Exactly.
Put it on my neck. I put it on his neck.
That dude handed me
You
an
heard me?
MVP medal, dog.
I gave it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking dog.
Yeah, we been doing this shit.
Never
You heard?
forget that, boy.
Yeah,
Real.
you know
Love
that's,
you, bro.
you know it's all love.
Real,
man.
dog.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
The effect of that, think about it. That's what I'm saying. How the love we had for each other, how we hung with each other, that was gone with him. You see what I'm saying? And it was hard to deal with, bro. Because now everybody's like, damn, if we have a fist fight with somebody, nah, he pulling the gun on me. You know what I'm saying? He gonna kill me if I whip him.
Petrified.
You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of changed the whole game. So now that brought everybody into evolving to guns.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We all had them.
Beautiful.
You heard me? From there, we all had them. So now, nigga, it ain't no more. We fist fight. I'ma pop your ass.
Bro.
That's it.
Real.
And that's how I got from there. You know what I'm saying? And how the Grove turned to a whole nother area.
We grew up to fight. We wasn't no shooting and all that stuff. We fist fight. We say, let's get through the fight. That's fight. When it's over, it's done. Y'all be best of friends. That's
Alright, we
it.
playing
They
ball.
they fought each other too when they finished. What I did, shake their hand, right? Y'all done? It's out of y'all. It's out of y'all system, right? Hey, let's go. Let's play. And Kenny died. It was stupid. He won a fist fight with this dude, and the dude just felt embarrassed, and he didn't want to be embarrassed. Instead of him asking for another fight, he see Kenny walking down the street, was a block from where we live, and shot him down in the street, right there in Holly Grove.
The fight started right here on this corner. Got the best of him. It ain't play out right. You know, the beef amongst family. Come on. Because that's all it was with family, and you know, one person got high-headed with the other one, so they took it to another level, which it shouldn't have went at.
Right. When the shit happened with Kenny Bro, I was young. I was real young. I remember everybody was outside. I think niggas were playing ball, and they had a little fist fight, and the shit happened. I can't go into too much detail, like I said, I was real young, but I do remember that shit done. I remember what it did to the hood after that. You know, the hood changed. Niggas start dropping after that back here. Before that, we ain't really have too many deaths back here. It was different, you know what I'm saying? Shit ain't been the same since. When I tell you this bitch ain't been the same since, this bitch ain't been the same since. You know what I'm saying?
Our lives was really changed in '89. '89 changed all of our lives because all of us have had a mutual friend. His name is Kenneth Bro. And he was gunned down, shot and killed in front of us. And that day forever changed our lives because that's the first time we realized that we can really die out here. And to see him die, and that was Brian's best friend. When I say best friend, they did everything with him. And my brother held him in his arms when he died, and that, like, he wasn't the same. So he really took it more, he took the game serious from that point on. And if he felt like, if I'm gonna be out here, I'm gonna be out here. And I'm not playing, I'm playing this game the way it's gotta be played, you know, and I understood that, but at the same time, he lost something, was lost when his friend died, you know, and even though he had that love, but he also had that ruthless side of him too, because he didn't have that until he died.
Yeah, man, I knew Kenny Bro, man. Y'all, that was your best friend. When Kenny actually was shot, man, I was playing football in the schoolyard, right outside the cafeteria. Matter of fact, that was in September of 1989. Because when it happened, and they said he actually shot, we heard the shot, we thought it was Rob, we thought it was Pat, but they were saying that was Pat Brothers. So we come out and look, man, Miss Wanders used to have a car that was parked on the side by the snowball stand that said Lola on the ground. I forgot the model, must have been a Dodge or something. But nerds come from underneath that.
Yeah,
That ain't me. Man, it was very hurtful because, like in our community, man, we really didn't have murders. Like our side of Holly Grove wasn't a murder side. It wasn't death involved like that, you know what I'm saying? And that really was touching because it affected all of us.
I was very heartbroken, man.
I didn't realize he was that young. But I knew it terrified you because you walked over the whole neighborhood, man. You, like whatever you was going through at that moment, it took you all the way. You was all over by Airline Highway walking. You was walking all up Hamilton Eagle. Like you couldn't believe that happened. Cause our neighborhood was more like a family, man. Like we all knew each other, you know what I'm saying? That's why even if we got beat up or somebody whooped us and did something to it, it never was intent to kill. It was like just to get your mind right. Cause we used to get whooped from anybody in the neighborhood.
And he came running home that day. He was in so much pain, and I just held him in my arms for what felt like hours, and he just cried and cried and cried because his best friend had died. And like I said, he's a ride or die person, so he felt so deeply the death of Kenneth. And I knew Kenneth, you know, and they were always together. And I remember when his life changed after that.
I lost a real good friend. Talk to me like give me strength. This is not where we gon' end it. You live on, I'll see you again, again, again.
I'm sitting here reminiscing. I swear make it worse, I miss him, that I can't touch him, and I can't kiss him, can't hug him, can't hear him, Lord, I can't feel him. And he left us here to deal with that cold feeling, that feeling when you think you never gon' feel him again, that feeling when you think you never gon' see him again. I know it hurt, but deep inside you gotta find that strength, cause all these L's that we taking, know we bound to win. But make no sense to play this game if you ain't trying to win. No need to wait to heaven gates, I'm sure he let you in. Although you're gone, I swear we closer than we ever been. And I never let you go, you'll always be in my soul. And what hurt me the most, I can't see you no more, I see you again when he open the door.
When nothing but long days, so I'm praying for better days. Or will it be better days? Oh, I'm searching for better days. Or will it be better days? Or will it be better days? Be better days.